We got our ham, cheese sandwiches, Doritos. Oh, there's a bee. Welcome to Clocked Out Adventures. I'm Laura Jane.
And I'm Jake.
And we're a husband and wife team who spend most of our year at our full-time jobs just like you. But when the weekend hits or we've saved up a little extra PTO, we're out chasing fresh air, quiet trails, and whatever adventure we find. Jake plans the routes and the campsites, and I'm behind the camera capturing the views, the mishaps, and of course the memories.
We created Clocked Out Adventures to show that you don't need to quit your job or live in a van full time to have wild adventures.
Yeah, with a little planning and honestly just a willingness to do things that scare you, you can fit real adventure into your everyday life. In this video, we are recapping our trip to New River Gorge National Park from October of 2024. This was an extra special trip. I was turning 30 and we also celebrated our wedding anniversary a few weeks early. And honestly, this is the trip that really changed everything. This is where Clocked Out Adventures really began. So let's get into it. So New River Gorge National Park, what a hidden gem. We spent 4 days in Fayetteville, West Virginia, exploring one of the newest national parks in the US. It officially got its designation in 2020, but it's been loved by climbers and paddlers for decades.
Fun fact is that New River Gorge isn't really new. It's one of the oldest rivers, over 300 million years old.
And it's a world-class rock climbing destination with over 1,400 established climbing routes. Fayetteville itself is a really cool outdoorsy town with great food, super friendly people, and access to incredible trails. Day one was our rental car, travel, and of course getting to camp and getting set up.
Sensitive property, no trespassing.
Yeah? No shit, look at that.
This is the bridge, isn't it? This is what we're going to be walking.
No. So we took 4 days to do this trip. We left on a Thursday around noon and then got back Sunday night, which was the perfect amount of time to be able to travel around and explore the national park. Make sure that you pack extra Dramamine. These roads coming down from Ohio into West Virginia were no joke as we started to get into the Appalachian mountain range. We got to Riff Rafters campground around 6:15 that night, which thankfully it was still light enough for us to set up camp. We checked in and then headed right up to our tent site, which was up this little gravel road, and it was perfect for our hammocks. The first night under the stars always feels like the official start to a trip.
It was cold. Like really cold.
Yeah, we were not prepared for how chilly October nights get in the mountains. So note to future campers, bring extra layers. Okay, so day 2 was rafting day. This is one of the things that we were most excited for. But before we even get there, we woke up freezing that morning. I think it got down to in the low 40s that morning. So we got dressed in a lot of layers and headed out to the visitor center first to grab some trail info and of course our favorite, some swag.
Can't skip the swag.
Yeah. Then we drove down to Adventures on the Gorge. We had a quick sandwich in the parking lot, checked in, and got ready for what turned out to be one of the most fun days the whole trip. Hey everybody, LJ here, getting ready to go on our rafting adventure with Adventures on the Gorge. All right, Jake. Honest opinion of what are you feeling right now?
It's a good bathroom. very good bathroom. I wasn't expecting it.
Yeah.
Single ply toilet paper, not the greatest.
Okay.
You ready?
You ready? Okay, so we're gonna let the footage talk here. Enjoy our trip with Adventures on the Gorge. The water was cold. The rapids were intense and we loved every second of it. Our guide Ark was incredible. The group on our raft was so fun, including two guys who accidentally booked the wrong dates, but showed up anyways just for the experience. That's the kind of energy you want on a rafting trip. After, we grabbed some apps and a beverage and watched the recap video they filmed during the trip, which is where the footage we just shared was from. Seeing ourselves flying over those rapids, disappearing into the water was wild. Then we headed back to camp, got our campfire going, and just sat there feeling accomplished and exhausted in the best way. Okay, so day 3 was all about hiking, and I convinced Jake to wake up at 5 a.m. to catch sunrise at Long Point Trail.
It was worth it. Long Point Trail is about a 3-mile out and back with about 400 feet elevation gain. The payoff? A stunning view of the New River Gorge Bridge. We were on the trail by about 6:30 a.m. and we were only the second car in the parking lot.
Yeah, it was our first time hiking in the dark, which, I'm not gonna lie, stressed me out a lot.
A screech owl or something in the woods made us reconsider our life choices as we were hiking from the glow of our headlamps.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah, I thought we were done for. But the trail was clean, it was super well marked, and honestly, pretty easy until the last half mile when it gets really rocky. And then you reach the overlook, and I'm telling you, it was breathtaking. Watching the sun come up over the gorge with barely anyone around, I think that there was only 3 other people there that early in the morning, was just what made everything worth it, getting up that early and hiking. So we stayed for a while, we made a hot cup of tea and just soaked in the stillness of the mountaintop and watched the clouds and the fog rise. And then of course we headed back down the trail to go on Endless Wall. Just got done Long Point Trail. We're gonna go head over to
Endless Wall.
Endless Wall, so we'll see you there.
Just a quick tip on parking. Long Point has a moderately sized parking lot, which was plenty of parking for when we got there, especially at 6:30 in the morning. It's not the same for the Endless Wall Trail, though, however. Endless Wall has 2 very small parking lots, and we were lucky enough to get a spot just as somebody else was leaving.
Yeah, we were so lucky to get that spot. So Endless Wall Trail is about 2.4 miles with some really, really cool overlooks. If you're into rock climbing, I'm telling you, this is the spot. We saw climbers all over the cliffs. Diamond Point, which is one of the primarily famous overlooks of Endless Wall Trail, has an incredible view of the gorge. This hike felt really like the perfect balance after the adrenaline of rafting the day before. Challenging enough to feel accomplished, but chill enough just to be present and enjoy it. We wrapped up by probably about 11 a.m. that morning and grabbed some brunch at Tudor's Biscuit World. Okay, go ahead. Initial thoughts.
Good biscuit. It's good. Shout out to Biscuit World.
Yeah, that was probably our best meal the whole trip. And then we headed back to camp for a solid shower and a nap after all that hiking. Oh, and we also stopped back at the Canyon Run Visitor Center to get our honorary national park sign picture, of course, and checked out the Bridge Overlook Boardwalk Trail, which is super short, and the sun was setting, the trees were starting to really turn colors in the fall, and it was just awesome. After that, we went back, had a fire, and just relaxed as our last night at camp. We haven't really talked about our campsite that much, but honestly, we really loved staying at Riff Rafters. There's Jake getting out of his hammock in the morning. So we like to hammock camp. This site was great for hammocks, and it'd also be great for tents. I will say that the tent sites here at Riff Rafters do not have electric or any type of water, and they're fairly close together. Okay, pro tip. If you like eggs in the morning at camp, pre-scramble them, put them in a disposable water bottle, and you have scrambled eggs on the go. Okay, day 4, which was my actual 30th birthday.
We saved our number one thing to do in the New River Gorge National Park for last.
The bridge walk. We were going to do the bridge walk. Getting ready for the bridge walk. It's gonna be a great time.
She was surprisingly excited, knowing how panicked she gets when there are heights involved.
Yeah, no, really, I'm terrified of heights, like genuinely deeply afraid of them. And the New River Gorge Bridge is 876 feet above the river. That's higher than the Statue of Liberty. You're walking on this metal catwalk underneath the bridge, and you can see straight down through the guide rails to the water. And yes, it does shake. But Jake was right. I was excited because I wanted to do it. The whole trip was about turning 30 and doing things that scared me. Do it scared became my mantra for this trip, and really for my 30s, because life doesn't get any less scary in your 30s. If anything, the stakes feel higher. Career decisions, financial stress, figuring out what you actually want your life to look like. And I realized I can either let fear make my decisions, or I can feel it and do it anyways.
This trip was adventurous, but still super doable for a long weekend getaway.
Yeah, one day we're screaming down rapids, the next we're drinking tea, watching the sunrise on a quiet trail. It was the best of both worlds. We came back feeling like we actually took a break from life, which, let's be honest, doesn't always happen on trips. And we knew that this was something that we wanted to keep doing, and also we wanted to share it with other people who feel stuck in their 9-to-5 grind. So that's our new River Gorge trip. 4 days, 3 epic adventures, and a whole lot of growth. This trip kicked off what we're doing now with Clocked Out Adventures. We realized we loved sharing these experiences and helping other people figure out how to make trips like this happen.
Whether it's a long weekend or you're using some of that saved up PTO, New River Gorge is absolutely worth it.
It's not as crowded as some of the bigger national parks, but it's just as stunning. We'll drop our full itinerary, packing list, and some other great tips in a video coming soon. If you found this helpful, give us a thumbs up, subscribe for more national park guides and adventure itineraries, and let us know in the comments, what's your next trip? And what's something that you want to do scared?
Thanks for watching.
Now go clock out. See you on the trail.